We are live. Welcome back. It is Wednesday. It's registration day. It's making weight day. So everyone, well, Bex has got a shoot. Wish Bex luck. Bex is going to the desert for a shoot today.
Yeah, but I'm going to get my head on first. See you guys later.
So yeah, we've basically got 8 p.m. weigh-ins. So it's now 9 a.m. Darren's just about to get his first meal in. We know where his evening weight starts to average now. And we know where his morning weight should average. He was 3 pounds down this morning. It's 223 to 220.
Yeah,
yesterday.
223.4 to last night.
Yeah.
To 220.
He's obviously cleared a decent amount overnight. He's woken up pretty much like a kilo, just over a kilo lighter from just the treatment, which is great. So it takes him down to 220, which is pretty much bang on his cap. So we basically got to take his morning weight and then make sure he sits there around 8 p.m. for his registration. So the game plan today will basically be to take a very similar setup to where his low days are in terms of lower intake of food. Food volume obviously needs to stay really minimal. So at the moment, I've got an action plan for the day here where he'll basically have his, I don't know, if you record the screen, it won't come up in focus, will it?
Yeah.
It will, okay. So basically we've got the day's action plan. Obviously output and expenditure is going to be low, so we don't really need to be moving at all. He's just going to be chilling. I think Phil's going to come round early afternoon and treat him as well, so we'll get one more treatment in, just flushing work before we head in. And then we've basically got just specifications for meals. He's obviously going to have a lower amount of meals than he'd normally have. We're going to have 3 meals pre-weigh-ins, 9 a.m, which is now 12 and 3. And then that 3 p.m. meal will be 5 hours before he weighs in. We'll head over to Valentin's because Val's got a sauna is at apartment block. And basically I'm going to try and make sure that by around 3 p.m, these meals are going to be about 400 grams net weight, including the water and the food, with a little bit of sodium to keep that trickle in, because we just don't want sodium to deplete too hard, because he'll run flat and we'll struggle to fill him if we deplete too hard today with sodium. But this is about 400 grams per meal. So if he's 220 this morning, give or take maybe a pound of fluctuation just from metabolic rate and his body temperature increasing across the day, which is going to shift some fluid as well. And obviously he's urinating from the 10 litres. Was it 10 litres we had yesterday?
10.1 in the end.
10.1 litres we had yesterday. The fluid volume is going to drastically reduce today. So we basically got 1.5 litres in before 10 p.m. So he's got something to run off. So he's not severely dehydrated and we can't fill tonight and into tomorrow, because it's going to be a bit of a roadblock if we're really, really set back with fluid balance today. And then all these meals are about 400 grams net weight, including the water. So by the time we get to 3 p.m, before he saunas at 4 p.m, we should be about 222, 223 at around 4 p.m. And then at 4 p.m, we'll take him into the sauna and we'll take him down to 218, which will be about a 4 pound net loss, which will take about 30 minutes, 3 lots of 10 minutes, just dabbling him off between each round. And then from 4 p.m, we can go down to the host hotel, he can check into his room, he can chill, he can get his feet up. 8 p.m, we weigh in, and then we're basically going to start the load tonight, which is a bit of a luxury, because he's got 2.5 days pretty much, with 2 meals before bed, which basically fills him back out and gets him out of that hole that we've dug in for probably the next 10 hours of time to make weight. We rehydrate, 3 litres of water pre-bed, 4 grams of salt, so we're restoring that fluid balance, restoring that electrolyte balance, and then tomorrow morning we basically work back up from the top. But first meal tomorrow will basically be a carb meal, and we'll have 6 carb meals tomorrow instead. Obviously we've got last pump session today as well, tomorrow as well, so we've got like a little upper body circuit tomorrow to help partition some of the food. First meal is what, eggs, 2 eggs and some chicken?
2 eggs, over easy, key.
Yeah.
And 100 grams of chicken.
It's a nice, like super low volume, a little bit of fat with each. Meal 2 and meal 3 just have a little bit of cashew butter. And yeah, Valentin is 2 pounds below his cap, so he's pretty much doing the exact same thing as Darren at the moment. I can just give him a little bit more water just because he's got a little bit more leeway, so he's had 3 litres instead of 1.5. And then Darwin is in the ringer. Darwin's got 1 pound to lose before he makes his cap, but that's not going to be an issue. So Darwin's got 4 meals. He's woken up a little bit earlier, but the only thing I can't do with him is give him the luxury of having that influx in the morning of fluid. He's basically got to have just drip feed it across the day with each meal. So like Darren's got 250 ml in meal 2 and meal 3, but he's got 1.5 this morning early. We won't have the luxury of Darren, because I don't know what his weight will do with that much of fluid intake going in early, so he's just going to have a little bit drip fed in per meal. So it's not out, but it's lowered, and everyone's pretty much in the same band. Like I've just basically mapped out here with each meal timing, there'll be a time that will take his body weight as well. So like if he's eating at 9 a.m. and he's had his water, I'll weigh him in at 11:45 a.m. and see where he is, and then based on that 11:45 a.m. weigh-in, I'll judge what's going to happen at 12 p.m. for the meal 2. So I reckon if we can probably get another massage treatment as well, we'll probably drop a little bit more just from you sleeping and pissing a little bit more water out. So that's pretty much it. That's the method behind the madness. and see you in a bit. We're joined by 2 guests. You wouldn't
Been a pleasure. You tried.
Subtitles, please. Subtitles.
See Darren, give us a little quad off day. We just had some treatment for the last hour and a bit. And is dry and ready to load. It's mainly legs we worked on there, wasn't it?
You got the whole body there.
Whole body.
Mm-hmm. Back first, then I had a meal, and then
massive changes.
legs.
Massive changes. You feel it when you hit the poses as well?
Yeah. So, like, like, remember I was saying to you, like, I felt so inflamed I couldn't contract. Now it's like, just like...
It's easy, yeah.
Yeah, that feels easy.
The inflammation's just removed, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just gone.
Shows the relevance of what this man does. Because
That's mad, the difference.
if it's well applied, obviously when you know how to, when it's so close to stage as well, that's the game changer.
There's a fine line.
That's the game changer.
It's time.
Yeah.
You need to put more time in, but you can't cap it to an hour.
No.
You're not doing it. So
Especially if you do it full body as well.
you just have to do what the person needs, and everyone's different.
Yeah, we're 3 hours out from registration, so we don't have to sauna D because he's made weight already. It's like 280 something with 3 meals in, and then Darwin has been ordered to take 1.2 pounds off, which will take about 10 minutes, and then Val has already made weight as well, so we're just going to head straight to registration in an hour or so, stress free, good to go.
Yes, sir.
Then it's time to get full, and the fun begins.
Get freaky.
And the fun begins. Yeah, another pound. Another pound. So we need to be 192. We are 189 now. And he needs some food.
Very soon, he's so flat. Like,
Very soon. Super flat.
Super flat. I feel like if my legs are going to break.
Yeah. We can get you more treatment tomorrow with Phil.
Yeah.
So once we've done that last workout, we'll get you over to our apartment and treat you. Nice. Face through it. Yeah, nice. Good. Good.
How?
You go down, I'll basically look up. You lie on your back.
Or what if he stretched me from my legs and you from my arms and just lay on the ground?
Yeah.
No, this should work. This is what we do to get in class.
You
Just
want-
to make sure.
For how long?
Like a couple of minutes.
Oh my days.
Calum is not training.
He got cross-eyed, he's not going to compete.
Fuck
Oh,
me.
Darren is literally dying. We're just there stretching.
What's going on, Phil?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Woo!
Lovely.
We do that so I can do that. Oh yeah.
Everyone's made weight. Darren, what were you, D? 216?
Yeah.
216. So he's got 6 pounds to his cap.
Because all I did was take off my hoodie and my bag. I had the tracksuit and this on.
Oh,
And I was 219.
I was 195 and I went with the t-shirt.
But that's everyone done. So now we load. Now we eat, now we load. I think we'll restart video tomorrow morning. Boys will start day 1 of loading, day 1 of 2, because we've got the luxury of 2 days. We've got a training session tomorrow, a little last upper body circuit. There'll be treatment, there'll be meals, there'll be a food shop for Darren to get some muffins and cookies. Don't tell Val. And yeah, that's a wrap. See you tomorrow.
Olympia, baby.
Okay, it's not 7,000 calories. It's 8,200.
Nice. So far, 10 gauge and 100 clean food.
I'll just update that sheet for you now, Darren, and just send it. Cool. Good to go.
On the table, Darren.
Nice. Day one of carb loading. Final workout. Let's go.
Chip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown. Out this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care.
Basically today, our only real objective is to start pushing food around. So he's obviously loading today. We had 2 big meals yesterday to finish the day after he made weight. And now he's pretty much got a full 6 meals where he's loading. Good. A little bit shorter. Back down. Good. Back down. One more. Squeeze. The big thing for us today is spending less time in that lengthened position where that actual muscle damage is going to occur. We don't want muscle damage today. We don't want to cause any micro tears. We don't want a big amount of inflammation from the session, but we do want to partition the food what we're having today. So we're just basically using today as a vehicle to drive the carbs into the cell, to make a slightly more insulin sensitive environment, and to actually see where that food is being partitioned, because he'll come into the session holding potentially a little bit of fluid, he'll leave super sharp, as you can see from this young man right here. Looks like crazy. And once you've got that pump, once you partition some of the fluid subcutaneously, the look starts to come alive. So nothing heavy, more time spent in that shortened position as opposed to lengthened. And it's getting upper body wise, we're not going to train the legs today. Upper body wise, it's getting everything, lats, delts, chest, arms, pumped and ready to go. Good. Come on. Good. Five more. 1, 2, 1 more. One more round and done.
This is 3. That was 3. Yeah, this is the third.
Got a couple of seconds and that's a nice close. A little bit of tension glutes there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good transition. 1, 2. Yeah, that's a fucking beautiful close that. Beautiful close. Yeah, that's easy to hold as well. Yeah, abs and chest, and you don't have to think about breathing too much. Let's go another round. On the side chest on this one, let's just try and, once you've hit your pose and set, just try and breathe for a little bit, so you just tense your arms a little bit harder. So yeah, literally like space to fill now.
Yeah.
You just pull the skin around. Nice. Stay on the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Favorite classes, hit all 3. Just count in your head 3 seconds in all 3 poses. Bang. 1, 2, 3, transition. 1, 2, 3, transition. You can have the transition there, just spend a little bit of time just getting your breath back, because they're not seeing your umbilical with your abs. Just glutes and the back, and you can go back and then you can spend your time on the rear double. Because if you're breathing erratically on the rear double and you're extended as well, it's just going to have you wobbling around a little bit.
Yo, so just wrapped up last session of prep, pump session, sick. So now we're in Walmart because we're starting the load today. There's not a lot of foods I need to get, there's a few foods I need to get because I haven't got them. So I'm just looking at my diet from Cal's. It's like the basics is chicken, rice, so I have all those at home. I need to get a bit more jam, more rice cakes, and then the fun stuff, we gotta get some cookies, we gotta get some muffins, and I'm probably gonna have to get another jar of cashew butter because that's the main source of fats I'm using really. So I'll probably go through that pretty much. I've got about half jar left at home. But yeah, the basics of today's nutrition, like the chicken, the bison and the rice, I have at home along with the cream of rice, so we won't be getting that here. Very fortunate I had a meal prep company from Vegas sort all that stuff, all my meat out for me. So let's have a wander around. I spy muffins already, but we'll provisionally grab some and see if there's another bakery section. This is looking sparse. We need cookies and muffins. And you know, when you don't have them much, you gotta make sure they're the right fucking cookies and muffins. Okay, so obviously I'm not gonna eat like 20 muffins. I think I've got like 3 and probably some tomorrow. But you know, we need variety, so we'll get a pack of cinnamon. And also, if I don't like them, they'll be getting, we gotta have backups. Oh my God.
What's that?
If you've ever been to Cheesecake Factory, you know the brown rolls are the...
Those are so good.
We'll just do a U-turn here and we'll message Cal, can I have bread? Banana chocolate chunk? Potentially.
I just walked over there and some assistant just went, "Girl, you work out, don't you?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." She went, "Yes, you do."
That's the most American thing. That's so American.
I was like that. I was like, I know, I just put it on my vlog. I was like, this is what a sugar cookie is. Okay, I just put this on my vlog, but can we put it on Cal's? Will you let us?
Yeah.
Are you sugar cookie or are you gooey cookie? Sugar or gooey? Sugar cookies are just like shortbread, whereas gooey cookies, it's like, yeah.
So we're still making decisions here. Banana nut again. A whole lot of blueberry and chocolate chip. So banana, chocolate chunks, cinnamon, oatmeal raisin, chocolate candy bar. I think that's
Good selection.
yeah. Strawberry sounds good, but I don't like chocolate, so I don't want to get that pack. Nah, banana chocolate chunk. That's lucky. Found one right at the back. Yeah, I think it's the last one. It's good. Cashew butter is the goat. Do you think that counts as jam? Do you think I would allow that? Bacon jam? I don't really know how that works. How do you come up with bacon instead of jam? Uncured bacon jam. It's with mashed up bacon, is it? Fig. I know, yeah, we're looking for peach and we went with something absolutely nothing like it. We went for cherry. You can tell I'm very indecisive when I'm on prep. Nothing really works. I'm not try a white cheddar other than I want plain.
Hold on.
Okay, so I have a couple of packs of plain rice cakes at home. I was going to stock up on a bit more because I'm going to need them today and tomorrow, but it seems like every bodybuilder's come in here and taken all the plain ones, and I'm actually not a fan of the flavoured ones. So I'll just grab a white cheddar as a backup just in case, because the macros are not too far off the plain. So those apple cinnamon and the flavoured ones generally have 11 grams of carbs, and the plain have 7, and these have 8, so pretty much can match these up with the plain. But I have plain ones at home that will do me, and I'll only use these if I need to.
Imagine that at 212, over 15 pounds of muscle.
That's flat there, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's only 3 meals, isn't it? 2 yesterday and 1 today. Continue to fill. If I can get you with Phil once today, it'll be perfect. So basically get your food, maybe bring one meal with you just so you've got it, and come to ours after you've eaten and we'll get treatment. So go back to your hotel, eat, and then come over. Cool?